Some of you would have heard about this announcement from Hindustan Oil Exploration yesterday that the export flow line for wells D1 and D2 on block B80 have been cleaned up and are now lined up for production. What does this mean for the company? That is what we've gotten the MD of the company, Mr. Ramasamy Jeevanandam, to come and talk to us about. Mr. Jeevanandam, congratulations on this wells starting up production now. Can you just tell us what is the importance of this development, sir? Good morning.
And good morning. Thank you. So we have two wells, D1 and D2 in the B80 block. One well was on production. The second well has some issues. And after the cleaning of the flow line and with the job carried out by backers, now we are adding about additional 1,000 barrel of oil equivalent from D1. So that makes the total field production 2,400 barrels. That's an impact to us, and this will continue.
Okay. So what does this additional 1,000 barrels mean relative to what was? I mean, how much of a percentage increase in oil as well as gas production happens from both of these wells? I'm presuming both the wells are up for production, right?
Absolutely, you are right. And 500 barrels of oil and about 500 barrels of oil equivalent. That is about 3 MMSCF of gas.
Okay.
From the D1 well alone.
From the D1 well alone?
Yeah.
What about D2, sir?
D2 about 900 barrels of oil and about 500 to 600 barrel of oil equivalent. That is about 4 million standard cubic feet of gas.
No, sorry, and just the final part of my question which I asked you, what does this mean relative to what was the earlier production? What is the growth?
Yeah, the earlier production was 1,400 barrels. Now we are adding additional 1,000 barrels. That is an increase actually.
Mr. Jeevanandam, very good morning. Now that these two blocks have been cleared and you're saying you're adding 1,000 barrels to the already 1,300, 1,400 barrels you're doing, by when do you think this comes on stream?
It is already on stream at the moment. As we speak, we are producing additional volume.
Up to 1,000 barrels?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And how do you see this contributing, you would say, to your revenues?
It depends on the oil price. You can multiply by $80. That would be the revenue-based increase.
Okay. Okay. Also, can you tell us about the DIROC production and phase 2 development as well? Can you give us any updates there?
Yeah. DIROC, we are right now doing about 20 million standard cubic feet per day, whereas we can go up to 50 million standard cubic feet per day because of the demand constraint. We have to choke back the wells. As we speak, we are doing the workover of 3 wells. First well is on the verge of doing a DST tomorrow. So we would be ready to go up to 70 million cubic feet per day. When the grid gets connected, we should be able to go from 20 to 70.
Mr. Jeevanandam, one quick question. Assuming that there is the average selling price of oil and gas might remain steady every quarter. There could be variations, but for sake of simplicity, I'm assuming the average price to be constant in quarter 4, wherein you didn't have this production, versus quarter 1 or quarter 2, wherein you will have this production. Now, with that hypothesis, the numbers that you're telling me lead me to calculate that there could be an uptick of up to 70% for your company in terms of production and thereby revenues as well. Would that be grossly incorrect, or would it be largely in line?
It is too. It's either way we will be wrong. So better not to predict any numbers. But as a reference, you are right. We will be about 50% more.
50%. Yeah, I mean, because the reason I'm curious to know this, sir, is that because it's a complex math, but your investors might be wanting to understand the importance of this announcement on the numbers. So as a reference point, while it is better not to put numbers, it could be about 50% more, you are saying.
Yeah, that's right. What I would like to say that the company is in the process of monetizing all the developed, all the proven and the reserves and resources of the company. So we are embarking on a 1,000 crore capital program over a period of next 3 years. That's our fundamental basis of strengthening the company from reference of say 10,000 barrel of oil equivalent, now the gross production, we wanted to ramp up to 25,000 barrel of oil equivalent within 3 years down the line.
Wow. Okay. In which case, sir, my final question to you, and I've gotten the near-term numbers, but if you have these plans in mind, Tamanna asked you a question about the other block as well. Your operating numbers for March FY23, FY24 are circa 300 crores currently, right? 312 crores in March FY23, 308 crores in FY24. At the end of the 3 years, when you say that you will go up to 25,000 versus 10,000 currently, what does your operational EBITDA likely become?
So it should get double. That's it.
It should reach up to 600 crores of EBITDA as an annual number by FY26, if you will, or 27.
That's right.
Okay. Well, we wish you all the best for that and more.